back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, of all over the world. The 92%ers, we love you, and we can't wait to get into this post-Super Bowl Sunday conversation. New Heights is a Wondery show brought to you by Xfinity. We're your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big brother, Jason Kelce, representing the U.S. of A. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason, we have one of my favorite shows of all time. It is the end of the season. It is the end of the NFL season. Today should be one of those made-up holidays that you absolutely hate, but can you just tell the people what we have coming up?
Well, it's kind of crazy, Trev. This is actually the first year we've done this show where the Eagles or Chiefs haven't won the Super Bowl.
That's fucking
How
crazy.
nuts is that? That is fucking wild.
That's insane.
So, because neither one of us are in any way a part of our teams winning the Super Bowl, we have decided to invite two of the Super Bowl 60 champions on this show today. That's right. Cooper Kupp and AJ Bonner are on the program today, and we're going to get into everything else we got into in San Francisco, as well as get into an incredible conversation with first ballot Hall of Famer Drew Brees. Alrighty. It's an absolutely stacked episode, but before we get into any of that, we're going to get into what we always get into, and that's a little bit of that new news. New news is brought to you by American Express.
How about it, man?
We got some scheduling updates for you guys. That's right, 92%ers. We got a lot of guests coming up. We have been hot.
We've been working.
That's right. We've been talking to all the people we've always wanted to talk to, and we're looking forward to bringing those conversations to you guys. We have a short little break, but the episodes will be coming out. Don't worry. We've got some doozies. We got Troy Aikman, Randy Moss, John Hamm, Chris Stapleton, the Workaholics, AJ Brown. We're going to let you know when all of these guest episodes are releasing. And if you still need more Kelce in your life, Travis finally appeared on Not Gonna Lie. That's right. Kylie Kelce's podcast, Not Gonna Lie. Trav, how was it?
Not gonna lie, it was kind of more fun talking to her than you. I'm not gonna lie.
Not surprising.
I understand why you married her a long time ago, but she asked me one question that was like, I sat there and I thought about it, and I wish I would have answered it better. My first impressions of her were that she was such a sweetheart. And I said this at your guys' wedding when I did the wedding speech, but I was like, she is such a sweetheart. She's so nice. She is. But I was like, you don't just win Jason's love and you don't win him over in terms of like doing things, getting him to do the things that you want him to do, like be a like respectable human being. You don't do those kind of things by just being a sweetheart. So I knew there was an underlining like toughness to her that I hadn't. And then we went to the shore.
Yeah,
and she started talking butter. She started water. She started talking. I can't even fucking do the Philly accent like it needs to be done. But I saw her in her element, and that's where I knew. I was like, oh, she's got it wrapped up around her finger. This dude is lost in the sun. He doesn't know anything but Kai. And from that point on, it's just been that. And I've loved having her as a sister-in-law, and it's been so cool to see her take off in her own right. And not gonna lie, it was a fucking blast, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, dude, the episode turned out great. You and Kai's chemistry and anything that you do, you just like have like I'm serious. You guys have a great relationship, man.
The second child's the best, dude.
No doubt.
We relate.
Well, you also admitted that you have never read a rundown, which I'm sure the producers of this show love that. They were very appreciative.
What's a rundown?
Alrighty. Kylie also adopted an otter in your name, apparently. Something I didn't even know.
Uncle Trav's over there in the Philly Zoo, man. We got to get over there, man. I got to meet this. I think it's a wild or like a great river otter. I forget the actual name of this otter. It's not the otter that's in my dreams, but it is an honor to be a part of the Philly Zoo like that. So I got to get over there and say what's up.
We'll get over there next time you come into town. That'd be a great out of the house segment. We also got to talk about Travis dominating in front of thousands of people over at the Waste Management.
Dominating.
Yeah, I mean, at least on hole 16, we don't need to look at all the other stuff. The biggest hole in the whole freaking thing, the part 3 in front of the grandstands, thousands of people's eyes are on Travis Kelce.
It felt like I was walking into the Coliseum. There's like a little tunnel, and I got a cool video. Chris Pearson was kind of following us around. He got a cool video of us like walking into it. Dude, it is such an epic, like, you have to do it. Golf lovers everywhere, you have to go to this hole. The 16th hole at Waste Management at the Phoenix Open is unbelievable. It's such a unique like experience, and honestly, it's not just the 16th hole, it's the 17th and 18th is how you finish it off. It's like nothing I've ever been a part of in my life. But you walk into that 16th hole, it's an arena of just people that will either boo you or get hype or get excited over like you getting close to the fucking pin. I was in my element. You give me a bunch of drunk people with an opportunity to get them fired up, I feel like that's like my home. That's like my home, and I felt very comfortable. I will say this though, my caddy, Patrick Bacon, he's taking a lot of credit for this. I went last. Everybody that went had the number, was short. They all went short. And I'm looking at this too, and I'm like questioning in my mind, should I club up or should I just trust my strength over theirs? Like I'm in my head about this. And Patrick Bacon comes up to me and says, "Hey, what do you got in your hand? You should probably rethink this and go get a club up." And not that I wasn't already thinking that, but he gave me the reassurance. So I'll give Patty Bakes the whole, he called me off and told me to club up. I'll give him the compliment there, but he's taking full credit for it. Talking to anybody. He's not
shying away from talking about it.
No, which he should. That's what caddies do. You know what I mean? They're part of it. It's a team game.
Well, I don't think a lot of caddies do take credit, but Bacon does for sure.
It was a 150 shot or 155, whatever it is. And I went from holding a pitching wedge to holding a 9-iron, and the 9-iron stuck 2 feet from it. And when I tell you, I stood over the ball for, I don't even know how long. Somebody sent me a video. And I was staring at the ball this long. I don't remember doing that.
Dude, it's intimidating. It really puts it into perspective for like these guys like Rory and these guys making these like putts to win the entire tournament, and way more is at stake. That's got to be crazy.
That wasn't even the hardest part.
Oh, what was the hardest part?
Standing over the 2-foot putt.
That's what I'm saying.
Was the hardest part. Dude, when I was back there holding the 9-iron, I'm like, I'm just going to give this thing a fucking run and throw it up there. And that thing fucking drew over. I felt like I hit it further up in the air than I hit it further in distance. That thing went high. That thing went so fucking high in the air. The first thing the guy on the mic that was doing the entire 16th hole, he was introducing everybody. As soon as I hit it, he was like, "Whoa, look at that. That thing went high up in the air." Everybody's like waiting for that thing to fucking come down, and then it just stuck. It didn't do much after it hit, and it was perfect, man.
So are you saying you probably actually hit the wrong club? You probably hit it a couple grooves high, which made it actually the right club.
It was the perfect club.
All right.
I didn't catch any grass. That thing was teed up just a little bit, and I hit it smooth, and it was so much fun just being at that event, though. I got to hang with Scotty Scheffler. I got to hang with Brooks Koepka. Shout out to Brooks for being such a good dude and being back into the madness. And Scotty, he was over there with his kid, and it was such a fucking unique event. And these pro-ams are so fucking cool. And I had that as a bucket list item in my mind of like, there's unbelievable courses all over the world, but if I could ever get a shot at the 16th hole at Waste Management, I can't pass that up. I was telling Dennis, like, no, sweetie, I have to go. I'm sorry. Yeah. I have to do this. This is the Mecca. This is like reaching the Super Bowl of like golf world. And it didn't disappoint. Waste Management crowd is so fucking, they're so lit and so excited and so there for those moments that it didn't disappoint, and it was so much fun.
Well, that's awesome, brother. It was an incredible shot. I loved watching every bit of it. Where do you think it ranks in your athletic achievements of all time?
I mean, it's number one in my golf achievements for sure. There's nothing that even comes close. That was the closest I've ever gotten to a hole-in-one. Like it was like the perfect shot for the perfect time that I'll live through forever. I'll be able to watch those videos forever. I had Jim Nantz talking about it during the fucking Friday broadcast or the Saturday, Sunday broadcast. If Jim Nantz is talking about my golf, I'm doing something right.
There you go. All right. Well, Once again, New News is brought to you by American Express. Let's keep this thing moving.
Let's get to some bold topics. Super Bowl edition. How about it? Bold Topics is brought to you by Pepsi. One of our favorites. We were a Pepsi household growing up. I'm a Wild Cherry Pepsi fan myself. Big Guy Kelce likes a nice little diet Pepsi. But shout out to all the Pepsi out there. Seahawks are your Super Bowl 60 champions. And we love the old Northeast Ohio ball player, Mike Vrabel, and a lot of the Patriots over there. But the Seahawks, they had the juice going into it, man, and they defeated the Patriots 29-13. I'm not going to lie. I kind of imagined this would happen, and it definitely was a good game. And there was a point there when Drake May started getting the fucking juices going in the late third, early fourth, and they started to make a run at it. But man, the Seahawks just had too much, man. With Kenneth Walker, with our guy AJ Barner and Cooper Kupp, man, they just had the juice, and I couldn't be happier for the guys over there, because a lot of the guys are guys you can root for, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's the Super Bowl. Both of these teams are very good. Both of their defenses had been playing, out of their minds all postseason, and Seattle is just loaded across the board. Like, it's a team that really doesn't have a weakness, which is kind of why I thought that they would prevail. Like, it felt like they were the more talented group across the board, but you never know. I mean, the Patriots were such a good team, so well coached by Coach Vrabes and Josh McDaniels. Like, all year, they just had been overachieving. And yeah, Seattle just proved to be a little bit too much, man. They're unbelievable on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, they didn't make the mistakes that they had kind of been prone to, right? Like, Sam Darnold had a bunch of turnovers in the regular season, doesn't have any in the postseason. And he didn't do that by being conservative. He was still taking his chances. He was still being aggressive through the air. And you got to give some love to the kicker. How about this? We're giving love to the kickers. Pinning some guys down inside the 5, making field goals. I am. Jason Myers. I mean, through the first half, there was only field goals. This guy was nailing everything.
This guy went over with Pat McAfee trying to kick a field goal, and all of a sudden he has appreciation for the kicking game now.
Well, I mean, listen, it's the biggest game of the year. We're freaking nailing kicks. Those are huge.
Trailed for 1 minute and 35 seconds total this entire playoffs. How fucking insane is that?
That is crazy. So they just got off to the jump and just freaking were leading all the way. I mean, they blew out San Fran. Then the big one was the Rams game, which that was the team they had struggled with and had the closest battles with all season. So yeah, I mean, it is surprising. I mean, they were the best team in football this year. The reality was, like, if you look at it across the board, it was really them and LA. Those two teams in that division were the most consistently great teams all season long. And like, yeah, the Patriots had an incredible season in the AFC, so did the Broncos. But I thought that those two teams in particular were the best all year. They continued that throughout the playoffs, and they continued in the Super Bowl. And it's a credit to Sam Darnold for where he's come in his career, all the ups and downs, and being with 5 different teams. Cooper Kupp gets cast out in LA, comes back, resurgence in Seattle. It's just a remarkable story of a team that was assembled, man. And how great they ended up being across the board. It reminds me a lot of, our 17 season. And I mean, a lot of Super Bowl teams, but you get like just the right group of guys that all come together, man. And it feels like everything's clicking. The chemistry's there. I mean, Sam Darnold is now, everybody's talking about him being a star, but certainly not while the whole season was happening. It doesn't have that like star-studded MVP quarterback. I mean, I think Leonard Williams is unbelievable. It doesn't have the Aaron Donald or like the Myles Garrett. Like, they're just all really, really good across the board. They were a great team, and it's an incredible year for that city and that franchise, and Mike Macdonald in his second year in Seattle. And
how about that, man? Mike Macdonald's the same age as Jason Kelce.
We just hired an offensive coordinator that's 33 years old. It's nuts, man. I mean, teams keep hiring these younger coaches, and I think it's for a reason, man. I think these young guys come in and they're very smart, but they have a mindset that's open. They're eager to prove themselves. Listen, the old ball coaches have great strengths and whatnot too, a lot of experience, but I think it's interesting that it appears that, the league keeps going younger and younger with a lot of these coaching hires. Congrats to Mike Macdonald. He finally gets to see his son.
Nice, man.
All right, you've heard enough of our thoughts on the game. Let's get to someone who actually played in it. 92%ers.
Yeah.
Please welcome back to the 2-time Super Bowl champion and the first ever in NFL history to lead 2 different franchises in receiving yards in a Super Bowl win, Mr. Cooper Kupp.
Good man.
Thank you, guys.
Coop.
God, congrats, big guy.
Thank you.
That was a hell of a game.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, net positive. We're in a net positive state right now.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's been incredible.
Tordell still hanging on right now, or what?
Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great over here.
There we go.
My left eye is not working great. It's been, not a whole lot of sleep the last couple of days. But it's been fantastic.
As it should be.
Is the left eye not working a result of the game or not sleeping?
It's just not sleeping. It's just
that is commitment to partying. Way to go.
This is the thing, guys.
Way to go. Fuck seeing. I'm partying with my boys.
I wish I had a great story for you guys, but this is what happened.
All right.
Our boys, I got 3 little boys, and when I'm with the family after the game, they had a long day. They were pumped. They were out there screaming their lungs out. They started crashing around 12 o'clock, and started, so it was really what the issue was getting them ready for bed.
Nice.
We're changing diapers. We're getting pajamas on. Pajamas have holes in them, which obviously aren't going to work. They're not going to work for bedtime. You got to get those, gotta get different pajamas. It's the family stuff, man. It's the family stuff. Life goes on. You win a championship, you win a Super Bowl, all stuff, but man, life goes on.
It is funny because I was fortunate to win one in 17 before I had kids, and it was a nonstop party for like 4 or 5 days. And then the Super Bowl, we lost the Super Bowl, so that was part of it too. I was with my family the moment the game was over, and you're just like basking in that. So I'm sure you've experienced it a couple different ways at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing, and that's what you have your moment in the locker room with the guys, and that's such a special thing. But then it's like, how quick can I find my family, be with my boys, be with my wife? And that was, sharing this. It was like when we're not jumping around the room screaming. It was just like the silence of us being able to hold my boys, have my wife right next to me. Like that was all I wanted.
That's awesome, brother. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats again, brother. The 2-time Cooper Cup. The first time is always the sweetest, man. The second time has to be fucking epic for you right now, especially because it's with a team that it seemed like you guys just had the fucking you guys just had the juice, man. And it's such a unique thing when you see the team loving each other like it was. Like you told us the stories last week, and it was just, you could tell how close you guys were.
Yeah.
Mike McDonald, your coach, after the game even said Cooper is an absolute force multiplier, an absolute stud of a person, stud of a teammate. Have you been called a stud this many times in your life?
It's a lot of stud. It's a lot of stud.
Yeah. There we go. It's a net positive guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't look past this though. This should cement him in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. Super Bowl MVP, 2-time champion, all-time great teammate. The guy was just loving you up at the end of it, man. It just shows how close you guys are, man.
Yeah, and we got a great group. Real quick, you got to plunge that French press for me.
Plunge the
French press for me. Yep, there we go. Pour yourself.
This man is dialed.
You just okay. In the future, you just a nice slow press. Nice slow.
Is that
press.
too much? Was that too fast?
It was a little fast, but it's okay.
In the future.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that.
It's ooh, that's a good color.
Yeah, that's a good looking cup of coffee.
Smell.
But yeah, this group. It was so much fun to be a part of. I can't
talk with you. This is unbelievable. It's still going. Oh!
But yeah, this group was so much fun. It was so much fun to be a part of this team, and I've appreciated working with Mike. He's been unbelievable, and I mean all those things he said. You don't go to the Hall of Fame for being a great teammate, but you don't go to the Hall of Fame for winning 6 Super Bowls either. We just learned, right? So, I mean, which one?
That's a tough bit.
What do you go to the Hall of Fame for at this point?
What exactly are the credentials to get me in the Hall?
Yeah, it's up for debate right now, apparently, but he'll be in. Sorry, that one just popped in my head as I was talking.
I feel like you've only had coaches under the age of 40, which is insane. Like, what is the everyday like? Because I've literally only been in a building where it feels like my football dad or like my fucking like uncle is like looking at me like, you need to pick this shit up. And it's like, there's like an authority figure that's like there, that's like, has like the years of wisdom through like Brett Favre and like the legends that we grew up playing. Like I only have that understanding through that. Like, what is it like playing for a guy that's like young, high energy? Like, not to say that Andy's not, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it is. It's that's all I know. So you know, I've had young coaches, basically my entire life. I mean, same thing in college. So I don't know any different. Energy and all that stuff is fantastic, and there's never been an issue in terms of the like wisdom piece or the authority piece.
I was gonna say like lack of wisdom.
Yeah, but I think what I've appreciated is there's like from Mike, there's been a humility that I think is really special, and you know, I think the like accountability is a big part of that. Being able to admit that you don't know everything, and that's a huge part of being a leader that is, you know, undervalued. And you know, if you think you know it all, it's tough to collaborate, and collaboration is where football lives, you know. And you know, he's been awesome about that, and so I've really enjoyed being with Mike.
Dude, I can't agree more. Like I've had young coaches, I've had old coaches, and don't get me wrong, Andy Reid's a 101, Trav, but I find a lot of the times these young coaches that are hungry and really trying to make it do have this growth mindset just inherently. Like they want knowledge. They're trying to grow as much as possible, and they don't think they have everything figured out. And that's certainly one of their advantages. Yeah. And as far as like leading anybody, like don't get me wrong, if you've done something before, you get that initial buy-in easier. But at the end of the day, players just, if you as a coach or a leader as a player on the team, if I feel like you genuinely want me to be a better football player, not for any ulterior motive of like career furtherment or like whatever other bull crap gets in the way. Like if you genuinely, I can tell that you just want what's like me to be the best version of myself I can be, dude, I will follow that guy like wherever, like he's honest or like authentic, all that stuff. And it feels like Mike has that in spades. Obviously you guys had that like incredibly all year round. You could feel the tightness to this team. Let me get this back to the game though. Is this how the game was expected to go? Like what did you guys think as the game was going around? Yeah, I mean, we expected to go out there and win the thing.
Come on, it's just what we
expected to go out there and win the thing.
We talked it into it.
But you know, you're playing against a really good football team. You're not in this. You don't get to the Super Bowl, regardless of all the storylines around. Like they had to navigate the storylines about, you know, whether they deserve to be and all this stuff, and that's just it's all baloney, right?
Yeah, it's all nonsense.
They are in the Super Bowl for a reason. They're a good football team. Yeah. They're well coached. There's good players over there. So you know you're playing against the best in the world. It's the best in the world. Like you're in the NFL, you're playing against the best in the world. But the expectation was to go out there and win. And I thought they had a really good plan early on. I thought offensively, you know, we were uphill on a lot of plays early on, where it's like, man, they've got a good feel for stuff. They're putting their players in really good positions, and we were making some mistakes that didn't allow us to finish drives. And luckily, you know, J-My was unbelievable finishing drives and field goals for us. But then end of the day, the defense just played lights out, and that gives you so much confidence offensively when those guys are just like stop after stop after stop, and you just know that, hey guys, some of these drives, like an 8-play drive that eats up clock and flips the field is a win offensively at this point in the game, right? Like
it's crazy, man.
We play this game. We just do the things right. Like we don't need to play outside of our own stuff. That they've got a good plan for us. Let's make some plays. Let's finish these drives. The defense is going to get us into a short field, and we're going to go finish it, score a touchdown, and put the game away. And I thought as the game went on and that became clear, this is a game that we can be in that space. We did a good job adjusting and being able to be in a place where it's like, hey, we can grind this game out where it's not even a chance. You don't give them a chance to do anything.
Amen, brother. And you guys did just that.
Yep.
Do you have any idea what's in store for the future? Have you thought about that? Or are you still in reflection mode, at least for the next foreseeable few days?
I mean, yeah, I think you take a couple days and enjoy this. It's the NFL. You know, like this team that we had this year is not going to be the same. And so I'm enjoying, you know, we got today, tomorrow's the parade, and we get, you know, our last 2 days to be with this team and what this 2025-26 Seattle Seahawks team was about. But then it's going to be look forward. and you love to. I love to be a part of this organization and what these guys are doing and what's being built here. And then the goal is then like, hey, you got 6 weeks until or it's 8 weeks until OTA start. So
right,
how are we going to start building for what this organization is going to do for the next year? And it doesn't stop. Time keeps going on, and we got like Seattle Seahawks of 2026-27. It technically starts now, and so we're behind.
I love it. Isn't it crazy? You win the freaking Super Bowl, and then immediately you're already thinking about what are we going to do to get back there. Yeah, but it doesn't stop.
That's why you have to enjoy. I've said you have to enjoy the journey. The journey is everything. Because if you're living for this, if you're living for this week, like this is one week. You get to enjoy the game, be with your family, reflect on it. The parade happens, and it's like you got to move forward. And this is you're not going to find everyone here is going to be like, man, it hasn't hit me yet. It's not going to hit you. It's not like a moment that's like, oh, suddenly it's going to happen. It's like, no, what you're going to remember is some of this week, but what you're going to remember is the training camp, like the grind of things, and being like, man, I remember when we were exhausted. So the conversation we had in the locker room where guys are so tired that they're laughing, they're like giggling because they're just so delusional, but it's like, man, those moments, it's all of those things that are going to be so valuable. All the adversity that you deal with, all those things. How low did we go? How all these moments that were like, man, you're at the bottom, that make the top feel so much better. And you're going to remember that journey. And that's what's the most valuable piece of this whole thing.
Dude, you're getting me fucking fired up right
Seriously,
now.
I'm getting goosebumps.
That shit's epic, man.
We do got to wrap. I got one more question. Parade tomorrow. What are we rolling with for the parade? You got an outfit selected?
I'm talking to the costume. I'm actually talking to the outfit master here. I want to do something. I want to do something cool. I've had thoughts like, do you get an Ichiro jersey? Do you do like a King Griffey? Do you do something like that? I don't know. Listen, Jason, if you've got an idea, you send it over to me, and we can maybe make if it aligns, we make something happen. You know what I mean?
All right.
Okay. You let me know.
I'm going to get this coffee in me, and then these ideas just start flowing. That's how it works.
Going. Brew up some ideas. We got our guy AJ Barner pulling up after this.
Let's go. So pumped for Barnyard, man. Hey, that play, this touchdown was almost a disaster. It was almost a disaster.
How?
Oh, we were all out there. Look, there was a problem. I think it was on the wristband, but we called the play. Jackson is out at the time. He's going through his protocol to get back out. The call ended up being like the formation was backwards to what the play call was. And so we end up like me and Rashid end up on the same side. I'm like, dude, we're like, no, you're on the other side. But then the formation is backwards. I see AJ running towards me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to run the wrong route. So I changed it on the fly. We almost had a
let's go
disaster. We got it done. We got it done.
Ball player.
Unbelievable teammate. Decision making when it needs to happen. I love it, man. Way to go.
That's so epic, man. We got him up next. That's a fucking banger. I was about to ask you what should we ask him, but you just told us everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't wait to tell. I can't wait to fucking bring that up.
I don't know if he'll even be aware of it, but
he doesn't even know what you did. He doesn't even know.
He might not even know that I almost ran right into him because I was about to run the wrong route, and literally at the snap, I'm like, oh, I have to fix it.
That was a great play too. Whoever fucking put that together, that was an awesome fucking play.
Oh no.
We lost him. Cool. Just come back.
What an electric story though.
That's epic.
The Ethernet cord has been found. We're in business.
Coop, I believe you were talking about the play, AJ Barner play, and you're saying he might not know, might not even have a clue.
Yeah. He might not be aware of what was happening on the outside and the consternation that was happening between me and Rashid, knowing that we were told the play was being run the opposite direction,
Yes.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe he's so dialed in out there that he was aware and was going to make it happen,
So did you go from like running like a backside dagger to like a hitch?
No, I went from running a backside basic to a take two post. So,
ooh, yeah. Take two. You cleared it out for him?
Yeah, but I don't know that the coverage really did. My job on that job, at the end of the day, I just need to get out of the way. Like the coverage we got was perfect. I just had to get out of there. But it would have been bad if I was running a basic. There's a chance I'm just collisioning AJ coming out of that wing spot. Who knows?
Just a ball player, man.
Right.
Just a ball player.
Either way. That's why it pays to have smart players, man.
That's what it pays to have guys that work with the QBs at 6 a.m. and are in the fucking blitz meetings.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
We had said if this ever gets called backwards, remember you guys got to be ready to keep this thing.
All right, Coop, we're not going to keep you any longer, man. We appreciate you coming back on.
Of course.
Congrats again, brother.
Thank you, guys.
So happy for you, man.
Enjoy the parade. Enjoy being a champion.
Thank
King
you.
of the castle. King of the castle.
This is the favorite saying of the day. Saying of the day.
All right, and thank you to our presenting sponsor, Xfinity.
Xfinity knows that a lot can change in 5 years, so they created Xfinity 5-year price guarantee.
Oh, how about that? Xfinity members, you don't have to worry about their internet price changing. That's right. Get one price for 5 years, guaranteed.
No contracts, no commitments, just reliable Wi-Fi, all at the same price.
5 years from now, who knows where we'll be? But Xfinity members, they'll know one thing. That's right. They're still going to be paying that same internet price they locked in today.
Get it now at Xfinity.com.
Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only. Thank you to our partner, American Express.
So right now, 92%ers, question for you. What's the number one most stressful part of traveling?
I mean, it's got to be the airport, right?
Bingo. You could have it all planned out, then find yourself running through the terminal, coat half on, phone at 3%. It's chaos.
But after years of constant travel, I've learned something very important, Travis.
Ooh, here we go. Jason, hit him with that veteran wisdom.
Rushing to your flight isn't the play.
No, it's
You
not.
got to find an escape inside the airport. That's where American Express Platinum Card comes in handy.
Yes, because when you're a card member, you can step away from the chaos and into the comfort of a lounge.
Ooh, who doesn't love a good lounge?
I love a good lounge.
With Amex Platinum, you can enjoy access to over 1,550 airport lounges through the largest global lounge network as compared to other credit card companies as of July 2025.
You walk in, it's calm, relax. Enjoy a top-notch meal, maybe. It's a destination before the destination, if you're catching what I'm saying.
I'm catching what you're saying. That's right. It makes airports more enjoyable. That's the bottom line. And that's a veteran move.
If you travel a lot, you know award-winning service when you see it. That's right. And it's true what they say. There's nothing like platinum.
Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withplatinum.
Thank you to our partner, Raising Cane's.
Coming off the big game in San Francisco, we wanted to give a big shout out to Raising Cane's and founder Todd Graves for coming out to the New Heights party.
Good food, good times, two things Cane's and Todd know a thing or two about.
That's right. We had some chicken fingers, some cane sauce, all at the party, and god dang, those things are good.
All right, now, and this week, Cane's is hosting a fan event. The Seahawks, Sam Darnold, is going on a Super Bowl quarterback shift at Cane's. That's right. He's going to be working at registers, serving up box combos in the kitchen, making Cane's sauce. I didn't even know they made that sauce. I thought that sauce was already made. And obviously, he's going to be celebrating a championship with the fans.
Well, this is going to be a fun partnership Cane's does, and we can't wait to see it. Shout out to Todd Graves and shout out to Raising Cane's delicious chicken finger meals. Well, that wraps up Cooper Kupp's interview. Let's move it on over to our next guest, our next champion.
Oh, man. I can't wait for
That's
you
right.
guys to meet old Barnhouse.
Hey, Cleveland boys.
What up?
Come on.
The champ
What
is
up?
here.
Come on. Jason, I never met you, bro. AJ, good to meet you.
Good to meet you, AJ. Always good to
Yes,
meet a
sir.
fellow Northeast Ohio guy.
Yes, sir. We stick together, dog.
Just a ball
We just play
player.
ball.
Let's go.
We just play ball. Rain, snow,
Parking lot,
cement.
turf.
Super
Don't
Bowl.
matter. Pick the place. I'll be there.
There
Let's
we go.
fucking go. And you got a tutty in the game?
Man,
kidding me?
needed that. Needed
You
that.
kidding me?
Yeah, man.
Needed that.
Well done. Well done. All right. We're going to do an intro, and then we're going to get right to it. Sound good, AJ?
Sounds good.
All right, 92 percenters, we are not done. We've got one more world champion Seattle Seahawk for you. Our next guest is 6'6" tight end from Aurora, Ohio. He's won a national title at the University of Michigan, and now he is a Super Bowl champion with the Seattle Seahawks. 92 percenters, please welcome to the show, swag champ AJ Barnyard.
Yes, sir.
Just the Northeast Ohio ball player.
Yeah,
Getting
baby.
the tutty in the Super Bowl, dude. Did you black out before you hit the fucking on him, dog?
Man, you know how it is. Just, yes, blacked out, slow motion. Everything just becomes slow motion, and then just all the boys find you, and it's just like, it's hard to collect yourself after that and be like, all right, like, let me finish this game and be ready to go make another play.
Dude, so epic, dog. And it was a big-time touchdown, the only touchdown, man.
Oh, yeah.
We had Cooper on this thing talking about how he heard the play might have been flipped, or there might have been just like a little bit of like a miscommunication on where, Did you know that was going on?
I just caught wind of that, and like, you know how it is, Trav. I heard yada yada, why scissors? I'm like, all right, bet, I know the play. Like,
Scissors, let's go!
air this thing out.
Not on me, baby.
I know where to line up. You boys line up. Let's get this damn play called.
Yeah.
That's so fucking good, dog. You came through. So it's a great fucking play design, by the way. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys had ran the run to that where you're helping out to the outside zone to it and everything. I've ran that play once or twice in my day from the backfield. Being from the backfield or running a corner, the hardest part is getting through the linebacker coming to meet you, and you just fucking slid him. Just a little, bro. If he fucking if he collisions you, that play is a completely different play.
No doubt.
Walk us through it, man. You saw him coming through the fucking hole or what?
Hold on. We got it on tape. Let's play it, and then do you want to talk over it if you want, AJ? Sound good?
Sure, let's hear. Bring out the broadcast and the guy. Let's go, man.
Let's see how he breaks down the tape.
I'm about to have this at TEU next year. You're going to be on the fucking drawing board, dude.
Facts. I was gonna bust your balls a little bit, Trav. I was gonna say, man, like people don't say that Trav blocks. Trav does block for sure, but some of the DNs be working with Trav a little bit. Like, I don't know what we gotta do, but they show love a little bit.
Good union work. You already know. We good? Good?
Yeah, you good? All right. But so we run the shit out of outside zone. This is Zorro concept, but I'm sure you guys know Zorro.
Yeah.
And like this combination is two tight ends, Zorro blocking and end big to like usually the corner, the safety who's down, who's this guy who's down next to the linebacker.
Yep.
Yeah. So obviously we're going 2 for 2 there. We've ran the hell out of it. And like Trav said, pre-snap, like I'm looking over there. I guess the formation was messed up. And I'm trying to get a peek. Like, all right, who am I going to have to navigate here to get out? And again, like, it's like, I feel like the route is what it is on the paper, but it's like, all right, like, how can I get out and just get free? So, yeah, if you run it, just navigate it out of there. And as soon as I seen Coop clear, I was just off his hip. And then could have been a little bit smoother, but...
Could have been smoother. What are you talking about? You got a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
No, bro. Are you kidding me?
Nah, for sure. Maybe could have stayed up, but...
Oh, get out of here.
I'm just, like, running...
Bro, when you got through second level clean, were you like, I'm open, bro?
Bro,
The fucking, like,
it's
the
like,
way
dog,
the mind works is just like...
Yeah. It's like, where's this ball at? I'm trying to find it, track it.
I know it's coming.
And you know how it is, too. Like, I'm looking for the quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the quarterback's eyes and, like, where he's at in the pocket. You see it in the air, the trajectory of it finally. Like, once you locate the quarterback, and then it's just like, all right, let me go glue this.
There we go, baby.
And then, boom, the world stops. Slow motion. Yeah. But I feel like you live those moments out before they happen. Like...
The only reason I wanted to play this back is you guys do such a good job of selling this. The backers actually run through, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I want to give Darnold some props here. He stands there and delivers this with it. He knows he's about to get crushed.
Oh, yeah.
Linebacker is coming down right on top of him.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like right in front of him.
Yep.
Doesn't bat an eye, knows that you're going to be there.
Sammy's a dog, man.
Just well done by both of you guys.
Sammy's a dog. Physical cat, too. Played linebacker in high school, so... If you're playing ball for the Seahawks, you better be able to lower some pads.
You just spoke to Jason's soul when you said he played linebacker in high school.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how you feeling, bud? Super Bowl champion.
Feeling really good.
Yeah.
Our team's a little like, we got some vets on the team on our offense.
Mhm.
I'm definitely a young cat.
Swag champ, though, baby. You already know. You bring the juice.
Yes, sir.
You bring the juice for the old cats, dog. You already know.
You got to. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. I'm going to enjoy it for sure. But quite honestly, I'm just trying to take it all in.
Dude, I'm so happy for you. Have you slept yet?
Yeah, bro. After the game, I was honestly just with the fam. Like, we were in San Jose, like way outside the city. So we got after it a little bit, but like, you guys know how it is too. Like, the peak is that confetti falling down. Like, is the club in San Jose going to do it for me after that? Like, probably not. Probably not. But eventually I'm going to celebrate in the right way.
Well, you better be. You got a parade tomorrow, right?
For sure.
You geared up? You know what you're wearing?
I might channel my inner Jason on the mic.
Let's go,
baby. Can't wait to hear this.
Hell yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Have you thought about what you're going to say? If you're going to get on the mic?
No.
Let's let it go.
I'm one of the guys too, like Coop. Let's get Coop on the mic. Let's get Sammy on the mic. I'll vibe with the crowd. I'm going to live life and just enjoy the moment and see where it takes me.
Are you more of a beer or liquor guy? What are we going
beer,
with?
For sure.
If I could tell you one advice.
Man, Midwest beer.
If I could give you one bit of advice, dude, if you stick with the light beer, you're going to be good.
You're good.
Right? The moment you start pouring the shots down, everybody's, we want to do, no.
Yeah, I don't want that.
You're going to be bad. It's a marathon.
Yeah.
No doubt. You know when the beers are starting to kick.
Yes.
And the liquor,
dude,
the liquor will hit you out of nowhere.
Sneaks up on you. Yeah. Give you that right hook.
For sure.
This guy's won a title before. How does this feel compared to when you won it in Michigan?
I just feel like when you have a team, like the ingredients are there. Like y'all have won championships before. Like there's a lot of similarities between championship teams. And I felt that with this team. And I'm a little bit spoiled because like I've had the confetti and reached the pinnacle at that level. Obviously it's different. But to have that experience just 2 short years ago, it's been incredible. And obviously like the Super Bowl is a whole nother level, but like, quite frankly, I feel like the vibe that you get with this team is like, we just kind of expected to be here and now it's happened and it's like, holy shit, like we did it, you know? So I think it's just going to continue to settle in and be better and better, but you know, we're going to enjoy it. And then shit, next year is going to roll around and we'll have a target on our back.
That's how it goes, baby.
Well, you'll definitely have the target on your back, but that's what you want. It's good to have the target on your back.
Yeah.
It's an honor to have the target on your back, man. It's the best shit ever.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Well, in your first year, do you have a welcome to the NFL moment? I mean, I guess it's winning the Super Bowl. That's a hell of a welcome to the NFL.
All right, man.
I've been saving this story for a great podcast. And
let's go!
Let's go, please!
Big hit here.
Bless us. Please
bless us. Big hit here. And I got to look at my guy Rich here because I've been saving this one and we'll see where it goes. But okay, so Cooper Kupp mentioned that like I'm like, you know, just you never know what you're going to get.
Of course.
And Coop had mentioned to the media this story about me being Captain Hook. Which can be taken in so many different directions. So many different directions. Yes. But if you know me, like I'm gonna have fun always, but like I'm gonna always be in control. And that's besides the point, but y'all will figure that out. But anyway.
Okay, all right.
Week 6, Jaguars away.
Yes.
Pull up to the stadium. Normal routine. Y'all know how it is. Like, gotta go to the bathroom before the game. And you know that bathroom's got to. And you know that bathroom's going to be a nightmare the longer you wait.
Oh, for sure.
In multiple ways.
So I get up in there. I'm one of the first people to get in the locker room. Like, bet I'm going to go do my thing, whatever.
Yeah, man.
Do my thing, dude. AJ, you're hilarious.
Get down to the bathroom. Big guy. Y'all know how it is in the stall. I go to like lean forward and sit back. Crack my head on this hook that's like on the back of the stall, bro.
Yeah.
And it's one of those moments where like you kick your dresser, like something in the house, and you're like, mother, like what?
Mom.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I sit down, blood rushing down my head.
No.
I'm like, yo. So I get up, don't do my business. I get up and like my teammates know me. I'm like, fuck, where's the training room? Like, the fuck, I just split my head open, bro. I'm like looking around the training room, bro. Finally make the training room. I get up in there. They're obviously like, bro, what just happened? And I'm like trying to elaborate to them. I'm trying to get ready for the game. There's blood rushing down my face. The next thing they hit me with is, we're gonna have to cut your hair. I'm like, not the lettuce, bro.
Anything but that.
Anything but the lettuce.
I just got it trimmed. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. They cut out this little patch, which I still low-key have a little bald spot. No stitches, thank God. Thank God, no stitches. We put a piece of gauze in it. I wear a skull cap. I go back to that same stall.
You gotta
finish my business in that stall, just to let that stall know it's not gonna have power over me. And then
assert my dominance.
You had to let that stall know who the fuck
had to let it know.
Captain Hook
had to let the stall know the barnyard was there. And then went out, won the game, had my season high in receiving yards, basically off one catch that I had for 61 yards. And we won the game, and I cracked my head open, and that's it.
Captain Hook!
Captain Hook. There we go, baby.
Crazy.
That's so crazy, dog.
But y'all can only imagine, like, just getting in that frame of mind for the game, and next thing you know, you just cut your head open, and just blood. I was like, bro, like, what are we doing? So it was epic.
I've only known one story from that in college. We had a guy, I won't say his name, everybody from the university will know him, but he would bash his head through the drywall right before the game. We'd all assimilate in this like one area.
We all know that one guy.
Yeah, and he would bang it, and there were just holes in all the walls. Well, we go to the bowl game in Canada, the International Bowl, and my guy goes to do it again, and he hits a stud and gashes his entire head.
Bro. No,
he couldn't play in the game.
He didn't play?
Couldn't play.
Damn.
Dude,
I figured that would be the guy that'd be like, hey, I'm still playing. But nah.
Well, I think he wanted to. They didn't let him.
Yeah, of course, he definitely wanted to. He definitely wanted to. Everyone knows that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You need one of them on the team.
And if you're from Cleveland, you may or may not have been that guy before,
I've been there. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I've been there before.
There you go. I've been there. All right, one more before we let you go. We got to ask about this quote, blocking for Kenneth Walker. All right. Grind meat, carry water. We get it done in the trenches, baby.
All right, now. That's a fucking banger right
Where
there.
did this come from? This sounds like something out of like Keanu Reeves. This sounds like something like I would have heard in like The Replacements or something like that.
Bro, like you guys said, like sometimes the boys need a little pick-me-up on offense. I play tight end. I'm next to the O-line. Like, I kind of got my cred for being a blocker, even though
you get after it, dude.
You know, oh yeah, I get after in the trenches, and I love my O-line. I love running the rock, and I played at Michigan, and we run the piss out of the ball.
Yeah.
And when you're wearing on a team, you're grinding freaking meat. When it comes down to the end of the game, you need a 4-minute drill, grind meat. So it just became like some of the guys at first, you know how some of the guys are. I'm like, man, let's grind this meat. Grind meat, carry water. So it just became a thing. And like the O-line loves it.
For 60 minutes of your life, we're about to fucking grind this goddamn meat. God damn it, for the fucking Super Bowl.
I love it.
We're about to grind meat and just run the piss out of the ball and just, bro, like, yeah, so that's what it became. And I feel like everyone knows the saying, like, chop wood, carry water. So it just became grind meat, carry water. And that's just the mentality that the Hawks play with. Like, we play bully ball. We want to get after it in the trenches, and that's what it is.
I love it. Dude. I love it. I'm stealing it, too. I love it. Grind meat,
Hell
baby.
Yeah. Grind meat.
Dude, AJ, not enough time with your dog, but we're going to let you go, bro. I know you got some celebrating to do, bro. It's such a fucking honor to be able to get you on the pod. You already know, Northeast Ohio ball player, bro. Since I met you, I knew you were going to fucking keep doing great things, man. So happy for you, brother.
I appreciate that. Bro, we gotta tap in. I just want to pick your brain on some ball, and obviously, talk ball and all that.
Well,
So, but
you
great to
already
meet
know.
you too, Jason. Appreciate you guys having me on here, man. It's been an honor, and got a lot of love for you guys, man.
Honor's all ours. Congratulations, brother.
Appreciate you guys.
Captain Hook.
All right, Captain
Ladies
Hook.
and gentlemen,
Yeah.
man.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, thank you to Cooper Cup and AJ Barner. Let's hit on some non-football Super Bowl stuff. How about that, Trav?
I just fucking love those dudes, man. Both of them A1 people, ball players. God damn, it's got to be a fun fucking team to be on right now.
I can't wait to see the parade tomorrow.
Oh, it's going to be epic.
We got out of the house, San Francisco at the Super Bowl this week.
Yes, we did.
What was the best party?
The fucking New Heights party. It was the best, dude. And I may be biased because New Heights is New Heights, but we had everybody that I could have ever wanted to come through. We got to play some fucking arcade games. I never get around arcade games enough. Like I left that party being like, man, I wish I could just play a few more games. Like, why did
Seriously.
they have to just end the night like that?
You're right. Everybody that was there were so many incredible people. I don't even want to start listing them just because it's like, where do you stop and where do you start?
Yeah.
But it was star-studded. It was a ton of people that helped put the show on. Shout out to everyone in the New Heights production and with Wondery and Amazon. And it was awesome on every single level. And we had a blast.
Oh, best place you chugged a beer, dude. You were all over the place.
Listen, I like going to places whenever we get into these cities and checking things out and getting a good feel and doing the tourist thing, and had an idea I'm going to drink a beer at all these places like that I've always wanted to visit and be at and have a beer at. So, we avoided getting any fines for open containers because I just drink them as fast as possible before the cops can show up. And then it's, so we're just having a good time.
All right now.
This jacket that I wore to the night's party is from a store called Love on Hate. Got to shout them out over in
Shout out to
the
Love on
district
Hate, yeah.
of San Francisco, where the hippie movement basically started with the
Really?
Grateful Dead, Janis Joplin. Yeah, man, a lot of
Fuck
freaking
yeah.
awesome. Oh yeah, man, pretty cool. It's a tie-dye shop. Apparently will always be a tie-dye shop.
I love some good tie-dye, man. The thing is epic.
San Francisco was an awesome city. Probably drank about 60 to 70 beers throughout the whole week, so gonna recharge it. Had a blast. Did you DJ anywhere?
No, I'm not a DJ quite yet, but I am
Almost.
a like proud supporter of DJs everywhere. I am a big music guy, and I'll go everywhere. I saw two of my favorites over in Loud Luxury at the Tight Ends of Friends party with George and Claire, and hung out with the Chainsmokers. Saw my guy Disco Lines.
Did you see Shabuzi?
I did. I dapped up Shabuzi.
He came over to the hotel. I was like, I was just with your brother. I'm like, oh, okay, dope.
So it was like a drive-by dap up, man. Love you.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Yeah.
And kept it moving, man. But Shabuzi's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, it was I felt like that's 90% of my conversations at the Super Bowl. I never get a fucking good like hang with anybody. Even if I've known you my entire life, it's always just like a quick like, how are things?
Well, there's
Great. We got to catch up. I got to keep moving, and
we're
it's
moving
the
and
worst.
shaking. There's a lot of
Yeah. But it was awesome to see them, and I ended up catching Stapleton live, man. That was the coolest performance I think I've ever seen at a Super Bowl. Seeing Stapleton in person in a venue like that, it was I don't want to say it was intimate, but whoever's event that was, which I just showed up because it's Chris Stapleton, but whoever's event that was fucking they played it perfectly. Stapleton went up there and fucking rocked the stage as he always does. It was just such a vibe, man.
Kylie and I have been to a number of Stapleton shows at this point. I mean, he does not disappoint in any venue, but there is something. We saw him last year's Super Bowl, and it was a similar environment where it's not like small, but there's something about it where it's like intimate. He's like right there, and he's just got so much character and feel to his voice and the songs. Well, we got the interview coming up with him that we'll be releasing at a later date, but
awesome.
Chris is the man. Best show I've ever been to still. Like, love going to his shows. Shout out to Stapleton. Shout out to San Francisco. Awesome. Did a great job hosting that Super Bowl.
It's the second time I've been to San Fran for a Super Bowl, man, and both of them were so much fun, man.
The only negative is like how far the stadium is away from the San Francisco like city area, like you're driving to go to it. But most of the stuff throughout the week is centrally located in San Fran, which isn't that bad.
We grew up in a era of like fandom, and Cleveland did this to us. Cleveland had all sporting events in one located area. The Gateway District in Cleveland was that. It was you had the Tribe, you had Jacobs Field, you have Gund Arena, you know what I mean? They kept it all downtown right there. And it was just, it made it easy, and it made so much sense in our minds. The owners, they get so much more opportunity getting to the outskirts of the city. And it's just, it's hard to argue with those opportunities. And we're dealing with it right now in Kansas City. Like we're going over to Kansas, but at the same time, it's like, if you look at that deal in terms of a owner, like that's one of the greatest opportunities you could ever get as an owner. And I think it's going to be unbelievable once it's finally set in stone, but it is going to be kind of heartbreaking knowing that the Chiefs are going to move away from Arrowhead and that side of like the Missouri side of Kansas City. And it's just a part of the old, professional sports. It is a business at the end of the day. And I think a lot of circling back to the San Fran deal, man, it was still awesome to be around the city of San Francisco, feel the culture, feel the excitement that was going on all week inside that city. And then it's still a beautiful stadium that they played the Super Bowl at. So,
well, listen, I hear what you're saying. And if I was an owner, I might feel differently, but fuck that. Keep those stadiums in the cities. I know you guys want to make all your money and you want to have your shows and you want to do all this stuff.
I hear you, man.
The fans pay a lot of the money for you guys to have all these things and for the NFL to exist. And I don't like the stadiums moving. I don't like the Cleveland's moving out of Cleveland. I don't like that. Well, the Arrowhead's already outside of Arrowhead, so I don't really care that much whether it's in Missouri or Kansas. But like, I don't know, man, these cities, there's something awesome about going downtown into the heart of Cleveland to go see a Browns game. And
I hear you.
They could figure out a way to build a new stadium downtown. Like you could build a big, beautiful stadium right down there. And you can do the same thing in Kansas City. You could do the same thing in all these places. And then it wouldn't be an hour and a half drive out there. I get that these owners want to make money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know why I don't like it. I don't like it.
I hear you, dude. I hear you.
I got.
We're both on the same train in that regard. It's just kind of how we're built, man. Once again, Bold Topics is brought to you by Pepsi. Let's move on to some Stamps of the Week. Stamps of the Week is brought to you by Raising Cane's.
Yeah, buddy.
Our friends over at Raising Cane's threw a bunch of fucking parties.
I met Todd Graves for the first time.
Nice. You actually got to say what's up to him?
He's at the New Heights party.
Nice, man.
I don't need to read any other nominee. I know where I'm going. Stamp of the Week goes to Jeff Stoutland. Listen, Jeff Stoutland resigned from his post with the Philadelphia Eagles this past week. After 13 years as the offensive line coach, just coached a ton of incredible players. Jason Peters, Todd Harrimans, Evan Mathis, myself, Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata turned him from a rugby player into an all-pro left tackle. Got Cam Jurgens do a Pro Bowl last year. Landon Dickerson do some Pro Bowls. Isaac Seumalo, like he's done such an incredible job within the Philadelphia Eagles organization, and he's been such a mainstay throughout multiple head coaches at this point. It just sucks to see him go selfishly. As an Eagles fan and as somebody who played with them and somebody that I still goes to the facility. I still go to NovaCare on a regular basis, and I'm not going to be able to see Stout anymore. And that just, it's frustrating for me. And I think frustrating for a lot of people in that building because he was a personality that was, a lot of people gravitated towards. And, this is the reality of the business. Coach, I love you. I don't know what's next, but whatever it is, whether it's coaching or whatever, I know you're going to be great at it as you always are. And, I get that the team is trying to move forward and really embrace this new system and, really redesign what this offense is. I wish Stout could have been a part of that, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. And, anyways, love you, Coach. Couldn't be more happy to have been coached by and 27 Pro Bowl linemen were with Stout over that 13 years. Wild.
You already know, man. We got so much respect for him, and he's one of those guys that you meet in crossing just because you were playing for him, or I got to meet in crossing just because you were playing for him, and he's one of those guys that you would fucking just know you'd love playing for, man. And it's across the board. Anybody that runs into him knows you're going to get everything this guy has. And on top of that, he's going to be real about it. And we're going to get shit done. One of the best ball coaches that I've known from afar, and could Gonna be more proud to say congrats on everything that your career has gotten to this point, Coach Stout, man. We love you over there. And at the same time, if you ever want to come on a podcast and talk some ball with some old has-beens, man, come on over, dude.
Always welcome. Love that.
Always.
All righty, what else do we want to get into?
Who do I want to give a shout out to? The quarterback of the Super Bowl, Sammy Darnold, man. You get my fucking stamp of the week, stamp of the year, man.
There we go.
We're so fucking happy for you, man. And the world is happy for you. You've weathered the storm perfectly to where everybody's fucking rooting for you. And I'm so just, ecstatic for you, dog. Stamp of the week, because you fucking fought through the bullshit and you're the fucking crown champion, man. You're at the top of the fucking mountain. Couldn't be happier for you, man. And that wraps up Stamp of the Week, brought to you by Raising Cane's. Get to your Raising Cane's. Enjoy some chicken and some toast. Some toast. Don't forget the toast. Thanks to our partner, Expedia.
When we travel, we like to keep things simple.
Of course we do. Expedia is the all-in-one travel shop. When planning trips, flights, hotels, vacation rentals, cars, activities, you name it, it has all of it right there.
It does, and that's easily the best thing about using it, is that it is all right there. You don't have to go to 15 different sites and yada, 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 bada bing, bada boom. You can package it all up in one bundle on Expedia. That's what I've always enjoyed about it. And listen, especially when you're doing it with a big family trip or a trip with the guys, it gets complicated if you're having to go to all these different things, right? So that's where it really comes in handy for me.
With Expedia, you can book however you want, lock everything in at once, or book it piece by piece, flight by flight, and then house by house, and then car by car. You can just do it by your needs.
And when you bundle on Expedia, you can save up to 30%.
It just makes sense. One place, everything you need, no bouncing between apps.
Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Members only. Savings vary, and see the site for details.
Thank you to our partner, Pepsi.
Oh, I love a good wild cherry Pepsi. Over the weekend, you probably saw Pepsi's new spot with the polar bear doing the Pepsi challenge. And look, we got to talk about it because it's actually kind of wild.
It is. It's the Pepsi paradox. Basically, when you take the labels off and just go by taste, people choose Pepsi every single time.
Everybody knows this. They brought back the Pepsi challenge. And get this, 2/3 of people said Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better than the competition.
And Pepsi Zero Sugar won in 100% of the markets they tested. That's not just winning. That's dominating.
Break out the brooms, because that's what I call a clean sweep.
Don't trust us. Find Pepsi Zero Sugar near you and let your taste decide.
Because you deserve taste. You deserve Pepsi. Thank you to our sponsor, Allstate.
Checking Allstate first could save you hundreds on car insurance. That's smart.
Not checking the weather before a work trip? Not smart.
Nothing says professional like shivering on the sideline.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate, North American Insurance Company, and affiliates in Northbrook, Illinois. Let's get to the Hall of Fame portion of today's show. That's right, first ballot Hall of Famer Drew Brees. We had a chance to talk to him over in San Francisco, and it did not disappoint. Get ready. Oh, quick shout out to Chase Daniels. Sorry in advance. It was not us. Our guest today is
Travis Kelce tearfully admits shocking incident on New Heights podcast. Accidentally lost Taylor Swift's wedding ring. Los Angeles, what seemed like a private matter unexpectedly became the focus of global media attention when Travis Kelce, NFL star and husband of music icon Taylor Swift, emotionally confirmed that he had accidentally lost his wife's wedding ring in the latest episode of the New Heights podcast, which he co-hosts with his brother Jason Kelce. The admission came in a rare moment of silence for a podcast known for its laughter, NFL behind-the-scenes stories, and energetic brotherly banter. This time, there was no loud laughter. No familiar jokes. Instead, there was a subdued Travis Kelce, his eyes red, and a completely stunned Jason Kelce. A color-changing moment for New Heights. The podcast episode began as usual. Jason Kelce, with his usual lively demeanor, began by reviewing the week's most notable sports stories. Travis, sitting opposite him, continued to smile and nod, but according to many observant viewers, he seemed not entirely present. About 40 minutes later, as the program entered the free Q&A session, where the two brothers usually share stories about their family and personal lives, Jason unexpectedly asked, "Hey Trav, are you okay? You look like you're carrying the whole world on your shoulders." A seemingly harmless question triggered a chain of events that left the global fan community holding their breath. Travis was silent for a few seconds. Then he sighed. "You know, I wasn't going to talk about this today. But maybe I should be honest." The studio fell silent. Jason leaned towards his younger brother, his expression shifting from curiosity to worry. "I lost Taylor Swift's wedding ring." Travis Kelce's next words were described by listeners as a bolt from the blue on the podcast. I accidentally lost Taylor Swift's wedding ring." Jason Kelce was stunned. His mouth opened, but no words came out. For a few seconds, the two brothers just stared at each other, no background music, no laughter, no commentary. Travis continued, his voice trembling slightly. "Not the engagement ring. It's the wedding ring. The one she wears every day. The one I promised to protect, just like I promised to protect her." The ring held special significance. According to Travis, Taylor Swift's wedding ring was not just a luxurious piece of jewelry, but an emotional symbol of the marriage between two people from two seemingly inseparable worlds. The ring was custom designed, with the main diamond cut in a lyric drop shape, a detail reminiscent of Taylor's music career. Inside the ring is a small inscription. "Still choosing you." Travis admits that this inscription is what bothers him the most. "Every time I think about it, I feel like I've dropped a promise." How did the incident happen? Travis recounts that it occurred during a short trip between two cities, when he took Taylor's ring off to hold it for her while she performed and needed to change clothes quickly. "She always trusted me. She gave it to me without thinking. And I was careless." According to Travis, the ring was kept in a small bag, but during the process of changing bags and luggage, he didn't check it again. It wasn't until hours later, when Taylor asked him, "Where did you put my ring?" that Travis realized the terrible truth. "I searched everywhere. The room. The car. The hotel hallway. I've never been so scared." Taylor Swift's reaction. What surprised many most wasn't the incident itself, but Taylor Swift's reaction upon learning what had happened, as Travis recounted on the podcast. "She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just looked at me and said, 'We'll find it. If we don't find it, we still have each other.'" That statement made Travis stop mid-sentence, covering his face with his hands. "I'm an NFL player. I've played in front of tens of thousands of people. But at that moment, I almost cried like a baby. Jason Kelce, I've never seen you like that." Jason Kelce, after a moment of silence, finally spoke, in a slow, calm voice, quite different from his usual lively demeanor. "I've seen you through injuries, losses, criticism. But I've never seen you hurt like this." Jason believes Travis's reaction clearly shows one thing: this marriage isn't a PR stunt or a glamorous fairy tale. This is a man who truly loves his wife, and his biggest fear is disappointing her. Immediately after the podcast aired, social media exploded. From Twitter, X, and Instagram to fan forums, the phrases, "Taylor's ring" and "New Heights podcast" quickly climbed to the top of search trends. Many expressed empathy. Everyone can make mistakes. What matters is how they deal with it. Taylor's reaction shows why they are a couple. Travis didn't lose the ring. He just dropped something. The love is still there. However, there were also opposing opinions, arguing that the incident highlighted the immense pressure of living in the spotlight. The pressure of a public marriage. Media experts believe that the wedding ring story clearly reflects the dark side of being the most powerful couple in the entertainment and sports world. Every detail, however small, can become a topic of global discussion. For most people, losing a wedding ring is a family matter. For Travis and Taylor, it's international news, one expert commented. The ring, has it been found or not? What kept viewers on edge until the end of the podcast episode was the question, had the ring been found yet? Travis didn't give a clear answer. He only said, "We're still looking. And whatever the outcome, I know I'm lucky to have a wife who doesn't measure love by material things." Many believe that this statement perfectly captures the spirit of an unreleased Taylor Swift song. A moment that changed Travis Kelce's image. If Travis Kelce was previously seen as a charming, confident, and sometimes arrogant football player, the emotional moment on the New Heights podcast revealed a completely different perspective. A worried husband. A man afraid of hurting the woman he loves. A very real, very down-to-earth person. Ultimately, this story isn't really about a lost ring. It's about trust, forgiveness, and how two of the world's most famous people still chose to face their mistakes like any other couple. And as Travis Kelce said in the closing line that silenced the studio, "If I could go back to that moment, I would hold the ring tighter. But if there's one thing I'm sure of, it's that I would always hold her hand tightly." The defense led by coordinator Steve Spagnuolo was unable to maintain its level and faltered in clutch moments throughout the schedule. In the Reid era, winning one-score games had become a specialty of the team. However, in 2025, 8 of their 11 losses came in close matchups. On offense, Patrick Mahomes did what he could behind an offensive line that made many mistakes and a running game that was non-existent. In addition, the wide receiver group, in which there were high expectations, fell short for different reasons despite having names like Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice. If the Chiefs want to be Super Bowl contenders again, they need big splashes in the offseason. The big problem is that general manager Brett Veach will have to accomplish that while battling against the pressure of the salary cap. According to Ryan Wilson, a surprising name to keep a very close eye on is Rashid Shaheed. The recent champion with the Seahawks could be on the radar of the Chiefs and several AFC teams. I think he makes a lot of sense for teams that need speed. Some names that come to mind for not $30 million a year. The Buffalo Bills might be interested in someone like Rashid Shaheed to pair off opposite of Keon Coleman. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs are two other teams that could be in the market for speedy wide receivers to help diversify their WR room. I think there's going to be a real market for him. Travis Kelce got some insight into his brother Jason Kelce's marriage to wife Kylie after appearing on her Not Gonna Lie podcast last week. The episode, which aired on Friday, February 6th, featured Kylie, 33, and Travis, 36, discussing their first impressions of one another when Jason, 38, welcomed Kylie into the Kelce family in 2015. "Not gonna lie, it was kinda more fun talking to her than you. I'm not gonna lie," Travis told Jason on the Wednesday, February 11th, episode of their New Heights podcast. Jason and Kylie tied the knot in 2018 and share daughters Wyatt, 6, Elliot, 4, Bennett, 2, and Finn, 10 months. "I understand why you married her a long time ago, but she asked me one question that was like, I sat there and I thought about it, and I wish I would answered it better," Travis admitted. "My first impressions of her were that she was such a sweetheart. And I said this at your guy's wedding when I did the wedding speech. But I was like, she is such a sweetheart. She is so nice." However, Travis added that his initial impression has shifted through the years. "She is a sweetheart, but I was like, you don't just win Jason's love," Travis explained. "And you don't win him over in terms of, like, doing things, getting him to do the things that you want him to do, by being a respectable human being. You don't view those kind of things by just being a sweetheart.